like I'm used to have like both of the worlds, you know, if you want to call it like that, like the social part and the music. I think they're attached, you know, in terms of my music and what I do, artistically speaking. Like I like to, yeah, I like to express everything that I feel. So I feel everything. I feel the party, I feel sex, and I feel politics. I feel, and that's the only way for me. That's how I learned in art school. That you know, you have to be honest with anything that affects you, and you have to say whatever you feel, even if the people are not, they don't like it. You know, you just take it, but you have to say it. So I'm used to it. And this past month was crazy. You know, what happened in Puerto Rico was huge, was history, and it's the first time that people got united like that. You know, we've been like that before, like when we wanted the Marina, like that they had like a military base there and they killed a guy. The government at the end from the U.S., they took out the military base. It wasn't only that they killed a guy, but you know, cancer and a lot of things that they did to the ecosystem. It was the worst. So, and we're still working with that and dealing with that. So at that time, people got united, but it wasn't as huge as this message. And since we are a colony, you have people that believe in being part of the U.S. as a state, and there are other people that they're like confused or they want to stay the way they are, and there are people who believe in the independence, like me, that are like very little. And most of the time when they protest, they bring both of the flags, because in Puerto Rico we have two flags, the U.S. one and the Puerto Rican one. But this time they just brought the Puerto Rican one, and it wasn't saying that they don't like the U.S. It was like a message of we are united as a country, and it was super beautiful to see that, you know. Yeah, since the start, like I knew it. Like since I'm a kid, I grew up with my dad and my mom, and they were very active, you know, socially speaking. And so at the beginning of my career, I did a song called Se Vale Todo. So it was kind of like a reggaeton. And right away, like a month after, I put out a song called Dear FBI, to the FBI, because they killed a guy in Puerto Rico. A nationalist leader, pro-independence leader, and it was to do a statement, because they killed a guy who believed in the independence the only day that we celebrate our freedom for 8 hours. So it was kind of like a message too. It was kind of like dark. So I did a song all very mad, and I saw how the song was very powerful in Puerto Rico, and people got divided, and I had like a lot of haters, but at the same time a lot of people like really understanding it. And it was the first time that a song like that get into the hood too, you know. And so the people from the streets, they were like putting the song up loud. So it was like, okay, so I have some power here, like of the power of the word. So that was the first time that I realized that you can you really can change stuff for good with music. Well, it's a mix. I think that it's not only the song by itself, but also the video. It's very inclusive. You have all types of races, and also it's very, you know, you have the LGBT. You have like I like to play with people. Like there's a moment in the video that you see like butts shaking, and people are, oh, I love this butt, and then it's a guy, and it's nice, you know, so they can work with themselves, you know, the homophobia that really exists in Latin America and everywhere, but in Latin America is hard. So the song also, it's Bellacoso means horny, but like in extremely horny, you know, and it's kind of like a slang. It came out from bellaco, which means horny. Bellacoso is kind of like the moment, you know, like this moment is a horny moment, you know, but extremely horny moment. But also I talk about, like at the end of the punchline and before the hook, it says Bellacoso pero sin acoso, which means like extremely horny but without harassment, like, you know, like consensual. Yeah, consensual. So it's very, you know, I always work like that, but I'm saying like dirty stuff too, but in a funny way. And then I ended up with that line, which is, I think it's very important too, you know. Yeah, it was organic. First, when I collaborate with people, it's not because they're, I don't know, they're there like on top or whatever. I have to like them, but also I have to connect with them. So it took me a while, like 2 years, you know, like I met him like 2 years ago. And since then we've been like hanging out sometimes and then hanging more and more and more, becoming friends. Like I see that he has talent and he can say also messages, and like he feels things and he feels people, and I just want to help him out in the sense of putting that out, you know. And he's starting, you know, it's gonna take time maybe for him, and he's young. But anyways, I was like connecting with him, and one day we said like, let's make a song. We can make a song, and it was like very organic, you know. And the track Truco is the guy who makes the tracks for me. I met Truco with Diplo because I'm a friend of Diplo and Switch back in the days when MIA, you know. And I met him in LA, and he started to work with me in Residente, and now in this track he worked, and also DJ Urba and Rome, they're like really cool reggaeton beat makers. So Truco did a lot of the track, but then DJ Urba put a little bit of more power in some of the moments. So that's how you get like the music done. And then Benito and me, I just threw like 30 bars in the first verse, and then he was like, okay, so I have to throw like a lot. So he threw like 26, and then we have like more than 60, like in a reggaeton beat, which is like crazy because it's all the time it's like 8 bars, you know, and a hook and then 8 bars. So yeah. No, it was great, and I think that for him it was great too, you know. I think that he wanted to be like the guy who put me to reggaeton, but it was a decision that I wanted to do it. And the thing is that I did reggaeton in the beginning of my career, and then reggaeton was like now, like it was so hot and so high that I thought to myself, like, I don't want to take advantage of this situation. I just wanted the people to meet me and know my music because of my lyrics and the creativeness, but not because it's part of fashion or a thing that is happening, a trend. So I wanted to be, so that's why I kind of stopped. I did some, but it was different, you know, like I mixed it with other music genres like tango and reggaeton, you know. And now, I thought it was good to do it, you know, like it's been like, I don't know, 12 years without doing any reggaeton like this one, and it was nice, and with Benito was nice, you know, yeah. It's been difficult, not only because of in the US, but also in Latin America, they didn't understand well the urban genre and rap, for example. Like if you, like they had rap groups from back in the days, like everywhere in Mexico, Argentina, but Mexico, for example, was very rock and roll, and also Argentina. And if you wanted to go there, we had to open a door. Like I had to go there. I had a band, and we were performing at rock festivals, rapping. And for some people, it was like, no, this is not rock, and he's not singing, and it was weird for them. So it was at first it was very difficult. We opened the door, and when I say we, it wasn't only me. Like you had people like Yankee and other people, like more like unknown people, like they've been like fighting it since the start, and now the doors are open, and you have other social medias that they can put your music out like super fast. I think it's great, I think that what the people from the US is capturing about our culture, musically speaking, is like 10% of it, because we are not piña coladas and palm trees. Like, we have like so much to say, and and we have like so many lyricists, like so great. And when I hear someone from here like, the best rapper in the world is this, like, no, bro, like, you don't know the rappers. Like, do you know every rapper in Latin America? Do you know every rapper in Africa, like in Nigeria, for example? Like, how come? Like, so I think that it's a good beginning, and it's nice that pop artists that are making urban music, they're opening some doors, but it's time for the people from here to start looking out, and getting out of the bubble and understanding that there's music from all over the world that is crazy and it's amazing, and it's not only billboards and it's not only that stuff, like there's more.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more videos from your favorite artist. And while you're here, check out these other videos.